starts with a thoughtful, slightly nostalgic tone. You know, it's funny how some childhood dreams just stick. For some kids, it's being an astronaut or a firefighter or a vet. For me, I wanted to be a YouTuber. And I am not talking about when I was 15 and saw people making a living off it. No. This dream started when I was 5. 5 years old. I can still picture it so clearly. It was the mid-2000s. My family had just gotten this big, clunky desktop computer with dial-up internet that sounded like a robot having a seizure every time we logged on. And my older brother, he was the one who introduced me to this magical new website called YouTube. At first, I didn't get it. It was just videos. But then I saw them. The creators. People like Fred and Smosh and Nigahiga. They weren't actors on a TV show, they were just people. In their bedrooms with a webcam that probably had the resolution of a potato, just being themselves. They were making skits, talking to the camera, creating these little worlds, and 5-year-old me was absolutely captivated. I didn't just want to watch them, I wanted to be them. My first camera was one of my mom's old flip phones. I'd prop it up on a stack of books in my room and just talk to it. I'd do toy reviews of my beat-up Hot Wheels cars. I'd give tours of my room, pointing out my superhero posters like it was MTV Cribs. I'd even try to replicate the skits I saw online, playing every character myself, complete with terrible high-pitched voices. Of course, none of these videos ever saw the light of day. I didn't even know how to get them off the phone. They were just for me, and for the imaginary audience I had in my head. As I got older, the dream didn't fade, it just evolved. In middle school, I saved up my allowance for months to buy my very first real digital camera. It was a little point and shoot, but to me it was a professional-grade cinema camera. I started a channel with my best friend. We called ourselves something cringy, I can't even say it now. We made gaming videos, challenge videos, vlogs of us just hanging out at the mall. We'd spend hours editing on Windows Movie Maker, adding way too many star wipes and putting copyrighted music we definitely didn't have the rights to. We'd get so excited if a video hit 10 views. 10! And if someone left a comment that wasn't from our own parents, it was like we'd won an Oscar. But then, you know, life happens. We went to high school. The friend I made videos with moved away. The pressure of grades, social life, figuring out what you really want to do, it all started to build up. Making videos started to feel less like fun and more like a chore. The dream got pushed to the back burner. It felt silly, childish. People would ask what I wanted to do after school, and I'd say, a graphic designer or a writer. I stopped saying YouTuber. It just didn't seem like a real job, a real possibility. I went to college, got a degree, and started down a very practical, very safe career path. And for a while, I was content. I told myself that the YouTube dream was just a phase, a cute little childhood story. But then a couple of years ago, I was cleaning out my parents' attic and I found it. My old point-and-shoot camera tucked away in a dusty box. I turned it on, and by some miracle, the battery still had a little charge. And on the memory card were all our old videos. Me and my friend, so young and awkward, laughing so hard we were crying while trying to eat a spoonful of cinnamon. And in that moment, watching that video, it all came rushing back. The joy, the creativity, the pure, unadulterated fun of just making something. And I realized something important. The 5-year-old me didn't want to be a YouTuber for the fame or the money. He wanted to do it because he loved telling stories. He loved connecting with people. He loved the magic of creating something out of nothing. And that part of me, it never really went away. It was just buried under years of practicality and self-doubt. So here I am, a little older, a little wiser, and with a much better camera, thankfully. I'm not 5 years old anymore, talking to a flip phone on a stack of books. But that same excitement, that same passion, it's still here. The dream didn't die. It was just waiting for me to be ready for it again. And I think finally I am.